One of the highest-ranking members of the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department at the center of an FBI and TBI investigation has been suspended without pay. That investigation centers around the sale of electronic cigarettes to inmates at the Rutherford County Jail. New at 10, News Channel 5's Emily Luxon is here with more on why Chief Administrative Officer Joe Russell was suspended.
Well, that's right. Documents from the Sheriff's Department show it's because he violated employee handbook rules and regulations, and that suspension is for 10 days. Now, opponents of Sheriff Arnold who have been following the ongoing investigation say this is further proof the sheriff needs to step down. This document from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department confirms Chief Administrative Officer Joe Russell is suspended without pay for 10 days for violating employee handbook rules and regulations. Russell is accused of using his sheriff's office email for business not relating to his job and not submitting an outside employment form for the sheriff's approval. For Steve Lane, a member of Tennesseans Against Corruption, a group trying to out Sheriff Arnold, it's not a surprising development.
I don't think anybody should be surprised that this was such a light punishment when you take into consideration everything that he's being punished for.
Russell is part owner of Jail Cigs, a company also owned by Sheriff Arnold's aunt and uncle that sold e-cigarettes to inmates in the Rutherford County Jail. The TBI, FBI, and State Comptroller's Office launched an investigation into the company in April after Sheriff Arnold listed it as a source of income. And Tennesseans Against Corruption began its push to file an ouster suit against the sheriff.
We've said all along, we've been very focused, very consistent all along, that we're not going to rest until he either steps down and is brought to justice or is brought to justice and removed from office.
Russell was placed on paid leave when the Jail Cigs investigation began, but the report of action says this disciplinary action does not take into consideration the unfinished audit report from the State Comptroller's Office with their findings. Lane says many are anxiously waiting to see what that investigation finds and what it means for Sheriff Arnold.
If he were innocent, this would have been cleared a long time ago.
The Rutherford County Sheriff's Department had no comment on the situation. Investigations by the FBI, TBI, and State Comptroller's Office are ongoing, and it's unknown when those findings will be released. Rory?
Emily, thanks. Today's developments came less than a month after Sheriff Arnold fired Chief Deputy Virgil Gammon after 38 years of service.